Hello, I'm Anna Price, and welcome to People in Perspective. Joining me on the program today is Derek Price, and he is the Vice-President of Renewable Engineering at Invenergy. Welcome to the program.
Well, thanks for inviting me, Anna.
So, can you tell me about your company and what you do there?
I work for a company called Invenergy. We develop renewable energy power plants around the world, and I'm the Vice President of Renewable Engineering. So most of the stuff that I work with is either wind energy, solar energy, or energy storage.
Oh, nice. How did you get into the renewable engineering business?
Well, that's a long story, and I don't think we have time for it all. But I graduated from Marquette University in electrical engineering and went to work for Wisconsin Electric, a utility up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I learned all about how electricity is distributed to customers. I got a master's in business administration then later, and worked on developing and buying and selling power plants around the country. So I learned about how electricity is generated. I moved in later to consulting role and help power plants come back online. And then I went to a company called Johnson Controls up in Milwaukee as well, where I helped start up the renewable energy business. I ran the solar business for them for a while, and then helped start up the energy storage business, and then came to Invenergy to help Invenergy grow renewable energy through storage, wind, and solar.
Cool. Can you explain renewable energy?
Sure. Renewable energy has been around for a long time. We've had the old Dutch windmills that would take wind energy and grind grain, and that was really a mechanical use of conversion of wind energy to mechanical energy. Same thing with the old water mills, the water wheels that would be in a river and turn. You know, the river would go through them. There'd be hydropower, and that would take flowing water energy into mechanical energy, grinding grain. As everything's evolved, now we take that same mechanical energy, whether it's wind or something like that, and convert it into electrical energy. Same thing with the sun. We take sunshine and put it into a PV module. It converts sunshine to electricity, and we end up putting that into the grid. Really what we're doing is powering people's homes and businesses with wind and solar. We have to convert it to electricity first.
Oh, nice. Do you feel like you are impacting the planet?
I think so. I think our team feels that way too, because we are involved in developing projects, getting them built, and then seeing them really come to life in a relatively short time period. So you can take a field that was maybe a pasture, and it becomes a solar field, and it's creating electrical energy for us, and we can feel a real impact with that.
Oh, nice. What type of education is necessary to be in the renewable energy field?
Well, I think you can have a lot of different educational backgrounds to be in renewable energy. The team that I work on are all engineers. So we're mechanical, we're electrical, civil, structural, chemical engineers, that type of thing. But there's lots of people that work at our company, and they have a varied background, from business to finance to accounting, to people who have arts degrees and in other degrees. We have a lot of people that go out in the field and talk to customers about being able to use their land for electricity production. So you can have a varied background.
Oh, nice. What did you do before you worked for Invenergy?
Well, a lot of that was really just learning in different jobs, really learning how the rest of the energy industry worked, from electrical distribution to generation. So several roles there to help me really get to a spot where I understand how all the pieces fit together in renewable energy.
Oh, nice. What do you like about your work and what don't you like?
What do I like and what don't I like? Oh my gosh. I love that I wake up and every day there are problems to solve. We have challenges all over the map. We do projects around the planet. We have an office in Madrid, Mexico City, Toronto, Montreal, New York, Denver, Tokyo, and a bunch of other offices. So I support teams from all over the planet, and there are challenges every single day. It makes it pretty exciting. What don't I like about it? We have challenges every single day, and it gets crazy because I can't tell which ones to solve first.
Can you give an example of one of your biggest challenges that you face at work?
No, I'm not going to give you one example. I'll give you a bunch of examples. How does that sound? So renewable energy is, I think we would both agree, or most of us would agree, that renewable energy is important for us as we transition from fossil fuels. Taking energy from the sun and wind is really important for our society. So most people would agree with that. But not everybody wants a solar plant or a solar farm in their backyard. So we have people that might be okay with corn or soybeans in a field, but not okay with a solar farm in their field. So permitting can be a challenge. We also have to work with a number of the different federal agencies to make sure we're doing a responsible job of permitting and developing and building these power plants. So when we look at a wind farm out west, we worry about the nests for golden eagles and bald eagles and nesting areas for bats and hawks and things. We want to make sure that we're a safe distance away from there so we don't impact them. We also have to worry about prairie dogs. Well, why would we have to worry about prairie dogs? Well, guess what eats prairie dogs? Golden eagles and bald eagles and hawks. So we have to have a safe spot for them to be in. We don't want to be impacting them. We also have to worry about prairie chickens, nesting and mating habitats because they're an endangered species. And we worry about desert tortoises and burrowing owls and burrowing tortoises and all sorts of different things, and migration areas for big game out west. So we have to do some of that, some of the things that we worry about there, just to make sure we do a responsibly sited project. Another challenge we have really is some cultural things that we would encounter. So we found a place where there was a tribal or a native burial grounds on site, and we didn't even know that when we started developing the project. So we backed off, but we worked with the tribal agencies, federal authorities, state and local authorities to make sure that we weren't going to impact the burial grounds. One project we had in Israel, we had to have a particularly large setback because they were worried that there were mummies buried in a certain spot. Last thing we want to do is dig up a mummy. I think I'd have nightmares about that. So you talk about challenges, we've got challenges.
Yikes. What advice would you give to someone in high school that would like to work in renewable energy?
If you're passionate about it, find a way to participate. So you can learn about it on your own, you can learn about it in school. If you like renewable energy, read about it, learn about it, just be involved. And if you're really interested in being in that field, you'll find a way to be involved.
Oh, nice. Thank you for coming to the program today. And I'm Anna Price. See you next time on People in Perspective.